Okay, so this is my like junk journal, personal journal. I cross-stitched the front.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
I'm obsessed with that.
It's like crazy in the back.
I'm absolutely obsessed with that.
Yeah.
Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. We are doing part 2 of Team Yoseka's 2026 Techo Kaigi. For those of you who missed out on part 1, we will put a link of it up here for you guys to click on so you can look at part 1. But this is definitely like a standalone video. You don't have to have watched part 1 to watch part 2. Today you'll be hearing from several of our team members. This video includes Dennis, this video includes Emma, and this video includes Cammi, who are really excited to share what they've been using in 2025 and what their systems, planners, notebooks will be for the year going forward 2026. I hope you guys enjoy this video. For those of you who are new to Techo Kaigi, it's a Japanese term. Techo means planner or notebook, and Kaigi means meeting. So what the term really means is notebook or planner meeting. It's the idea of reflecting on these things that you've chosen to use all year long, thinking about how the process went of using them, and also thinking about what changes you'll be making into the year ahead based on your usage from the year before. It's something that is really, really fun for us to do here at Yoseka every year. We do it at the end of the year for the year before, and we also do it in the middle of the year as a check-in to see how it's going with our team members. So I hope you enjoy today's video. And without further ado, I will get started with my sit down with our team member, Dennis. Hi, Dennis.
Hello.
Welcome to the video.
Thank you.
And welcome to this Yoseka tradition, the Techo Kaigi.
Happy to be here.
Really excited to have you. So for those of you who don't know, I think many of you do know at this point, but Dennis is one of our newer team members in the storefront. We introduced Dennis recently in a recent catching up video because Dennis actually did our winter holiday postcard for us here at Yoseka. We'll put a picture of it here for you guys to see if you haven't seen it yet, and you did such a good job with it.
Thank you.
And I did mention in the video that like one of the things that I learned about you as you started to work here is that you basically like are always drawing.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I noticed about you. So I knew that you use a notebook at least. So I definitely wanted you to be part of the Techo Kaigi video. So I'm really glad you were enthusiastically volunteered to be in the video.
Yeah, I would love to show my sketchbook.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to tell everybody what planner you used in 2025, or like have you ever used a planner before, I guess, and then also what you'll be using into the next year?
Yeah, so I've never really used a planner, at least not in a sense that I have a day planned out and write about my day.
Yeah.
I have had like notebooks with to-do lists before,
Okay.
but that's not like a common thing that I do.
Yeah.
And I've owned many sketchbooks before, but this is the first year that I've used the Travelers. So pretty
Okay.
exciting.
So this Travelers right here. So this past year, you haven't necessarily used a planner, but do you plan on using one next year?
So next year, I am going to use a planner, but as a sketchbook.
Planner as a sketchbook.
Yeah.
Okay, I think a lot of people do that,
Yeah.
actually. It's a common thing, and the only difference between a planner and a notebook is just that, like, there's dates on the page somewhere,
the
and there's, like, a
formats.
format,
Yeah.
exactly. So sometimes that helps people to, like, incorporate something into a daily practice because there's already, like, a page for every day, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So you brought these 2 notebooks here. Do you want to show us, this has 2026 on it, do you want to show us, like, the planner you've picked out for next year and how you plan on using it?
Yeah, so this is the planner I picked out for next year. This is the High Tide B6 Block Weekly Planner.
Okay.
And I thought it's a really fun planner just because the pages are like in blocks.
Wow.
And it's, each day is one block, which kind of forced me to draw once a day.
Right,
it
right.
does start in November.
Yeah.
I haven't drawn anything in November on this yet, so I started in December.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you plan on, it's a weekly planner and it comes in these weekly blocks, but you plan on using it exclusively as a sketchbook, or is it going to be kind of like a hybrid where you sometimes write in it too, or you're not sure yet maybe?
I think it's gonna be exclusively sketches.
Okay.
But I probably will put texts as like a context for some of the drawings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you want to flip through and show us a little bit?
Yeah, I don't have many things.
Okay,
This-
okay.
Like I just started this, but
Okay.
this is what the rest of the planner looks like.
Okay.
Um,
Do you already draw every day?
I try to,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not as consistent as I would like to be. So this will definitely help with that.
I see, I
Yeah.
see. So this is like in an effort to be a little bit more consistent with your sketching, with your drawing. Now you have like a designated place to put something every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So this is going to be your 2026 planner slash sketchbook. I see you use all different inks.
Yeah, different media,
Right.
different inks. I like using sketchbooks to experiment with mediums, so it's really good way to do that. Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay.
yeah.
So even though this isn't like sketch paper, you like it still.
Yeah, even though there is some bleed through, but I
Mm.
don't mind it. I'll just treat it as like part of the experiment. So I'll probably do something with the swatches here for the
You'll
December
incorporate this into the 19?
yeah. I'll
Wow.
try to.
You'll try to, yeah.
Yeah, don't know how that'll work, but yeah.
I like that. I like the idea of that.
Yeah, I feel like
really
that's
cool.
less pressure on myself to like make everything perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I love that. Okay, cool. So this is for 2026. What about for 2025? Do you have a traveler's notebook? Have you been using this one as your sketchbook?
So this is my sketchbook. I'll still use this in 2026 along with this one.
Okay.
And this one I will do every day, and then this one I will do it occasionally, and then just try to fill it up before the end of the year.
Okay. Do
Yeah.
you want to show us inside?
Yeah.
What is that charm? It's
Okay,
so cute.
so this charm, my
Have a great day.
girlfriend got it for me, and
Aw.
this is her handwriting. Have a good day.
She wrote that?
Yeah, she wrote this. And
So she
then-
designed it?
Yeah, she designed
Aw.
this, and it's really cute. And the other
Oh
side
my
says, "I
God.
love you lots,"
That's so cute.
and it's really cute.
Was
I don't
it
know
like?
if it catches on camera.
Oh my God! We can bring it.
Oh,
Oh, this is on manual, but it says, "I love you lots." Oh, that's so cute. I didn't know you could do that. So she ordered that from somewhere, huh?
Yeah, she ordered it somewhere.
It's adorable. Great idea. I feel like it's a good idea for like any traveler's notebook user.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah. Okay. So show us inside.
Yeah. So I use the regular insert
Mm.
for the sketchbook, and I sort of wrote down the trips I took in 2025.
Oh wow, you've been some places.
Yeah, I think this is on a cruise, so
Oh, okay.
these three places
One
and then
trip.
Utah. Yeah,
I see.
Utah is somewhere else that I went separately
Oh,
from
and
the
you
cruise.
started it and then you ended it. So
Yeah.
this is like 6 months.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
yeah. I should draw more, but
No, I think that's really good.
so this is my flight, and this is sort of inspired by the flight.
Okay, but that's not the plane you took.
But that's not. The flight.
That would
Yeah,
be
that'd
cool.
be crazy. And then this is this kind of stuff that I draw quite a bit. They're more like comfort zone drawing, like spaceships and airplanes. And
It's very cute because it reminds me of like what Jacob draws.
Oh yeah.
Not, I mean, he can't draw this, but like, you know, like
yeah,
spaceships,
yeah.
airplanes.
That's like I draw like a kid.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's like very imaginative, I guess, you know?
Yeah, and these are stickers and stamps I collected from national parks in Utah when I took that trip.
Wow.
Yeah, more of the stamps and stickers.
So
and
it's
these,
also a little bit of like a
travel journal.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I went to Moab, and they have a lot of Jeeps there with different like customizations, and I thought they were really cool.
wow.
And then this is when I was on a cruise, and this is St. Martin. I drew some dude on the beach,
Some dude.
and then this is some, I don't know, like an architecture building that I thought I
Wow.
liked, and also attach plane tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a little bit of like like collaging, some
Yeah,
junk
it's
journal.
kind of junk journal-ish,
right? Yeah.
sketchbook-ish.
Yeah.
This is when I was on the plane.
Yeah.
This is actually the back of the ticket of the plane.
I can see, yeah.
yeah.
The boarding pass.
The boarding pass, yeah.
Wow. So like I guess you can't necessarily do this kind of sketching in your 2026, right?
Yeah, it's
just
kind
probably
of
more
difficult.
limiting.
Yeah, but I will be using both for that purpose.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. These are more cafe drawing.
I love these, the fine lines.
Yeah. This is Kaigi. I love the ink.
Do you usually draw in fountain pen ink, or I guess all sorts of things?
Yeah, all
right?
sorts of things.
Yeah.
But I do like fountain pen ink. I just like how fountain pen feels on the page as I'm drawing. It's more like a tactile thing. Yeah, more cafe drawing, and then movie. It's junk journaling.
Junk
pretty
journaling,
much.
yeah.
And these are pictures from Pinterest, if I remember. Just trying to draw more. A lot more people.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is the drawing thing like a recent goal of yours to like draw more, or have you always done that? Because you went to art school and you're a creative person, obviously, but I know like people don't necessarily, just because they're creative, they don't necessarily draw and practice every day, right?
I pretty much have kept a notebook and drawn every day since like a couple years ago. So
wow. It's not new.
not new, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Great.
These are from Ren Fair videos on YouTube.
Okay.
Yes.
You draw everything.
Yeah.
I
just
love
thought
that.
the costumes are really cool.
Yeah.
More of the Ren Fair things too.
Very cool.
People in really cool outfits.
More konpeki.
Yeah, more contact. I love the ink. This is fan art from a video game called Hades. I think a lot of people love that game. And I
Shout
love it
out. I don't know. I don't know Hades. I don't know video games.
too. Yeah. And then cars. Yeah, I draw like a kid.
You do
All
kind
my
of draw like a kid. It's
interests
so
are
cute.
like-
It's so cute.
And then these are just stamps I sort of collected. Well, like some of them are from my friend.
Cute.
They also collect stamps, and I just try them out. And this is like a mess, but
I love it. I kind of love it.
yeah. And then this
That's so cool with like the two colors overlapping.
Yeah, this is more experimenting.
That's really
I believe
cool.
this is the desk at Yoseka, like the back of it. It's hard to recognize with all the overlapping.
It's our work desk.
Yeah, it's the
like
work
the shared
desk.
desk.
Yeah.
And then what's the orange?
And then the orange is my girlfriend
see.
laying on the bed.
Wait, that is so cool. Wait, you should do that stuff more often.
yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
So
Very
creative.
experimental.
Very cool.
Cute. Sci-fi tank. Yeah, like kids.
Yeah.
And then this is.
That's
I think
Yoseka.
when I first
Yeah.
started working at Yoseka, actually, I just drew the
That's our microwave.
This is where we put the POS systems.
Wow.
People, robot, and this is Yoseka's storefront, but looking at it
From the back.
From the back,
Yeah.
More microwave, the Yoseka microwave.
Love that microwave.
Yeah. These are like characters I come up with. Pens. This is also something I came up with. And this is a friend's hangout, and I just drew everyone's backpack. And cake. I think we had cake. I forgot what this was for, but probably someone's birthday. And a lot of stamps
A lot
I
of
was
stamps.
experimenting
Yeah.
with. Yeah. Yeah, these are just I was trying out
Like
the
tests.
Deco Rush.
Yeah.
Robots.
Robots. You draw robots. No, you draw like your imagination stuff, spaceships, cars, and your girlfriend.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
So these are characters I made up. I don't know who they are, but they just come to me. This is sort of like experimenting with ink. This is the Pumpkin. This is the Kobe ink.
I love these like color blocks that you do. It's like very,
Yeah.
it stands out.
It's a really easy way to frame the character, and it looks really aesthetic that way.
Yeah, I think it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Crocodiles.
Wow.
More spaceship. This is inspired by the Monarch knit,
Oh, wow, that's
which
cool.
I thought is
You
really
should
interesting.
send that
The
to
shape is very-
Ian.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. And this is the street outside of Yoseka, and I saw like a van there. I think that day I was here too early, so I just so I was sketching. Yeah, more characters,
Wow.
more cars.
More cars.
Yeah.
Are you into cars?
Yeah, I'm
Do you
into
go to
cars.
like car shows and stuff?
I want to, but I can't find any good ones.
Oh,
around the
really?
city. Or like the
I thought
car.
there were. I don't know anything, but
Yeah, maybe I don't know the right people, but I think a lot of car shows are private or
Oh, really?
like car meets. You have to be in the circle sort of to
Car meet. What's a car meet? Like to meet with your car?
like people would drive their fancy cars to like
Do
a
you have
parking
a fancy
lot.
car?
No, I don't.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Do
but
you have like the rims? You know, like
no,
you
no,
know,
no,
like
no,
that.
I'm not that big of an enthusiast. I like looking at people's
Okay.
cars, but I don't have. That
Okay,
kind of car.
yeah.
Yeah, more cars.
Okay, more cars.
Spaceships.
Wow.
Spaceships and cars.
Do you do modeling by any chance?
Like 3D modeling.
No, like you know how people build models of
Oh,
like cars and ships or whatever.
I don't,
Okay.
but my
feel like
girlfriend
you'd be
loves
into it.
buying those models for me, so I build them. Yeah.
So you do?
Yeah, but not as like a hobby. But I love like people buy me gifts for it, and
Okay.
I love putting them
you
on my
would
shelf.
be into it. Yeah, I see. Okay, cool.
Birds. And this is fan art from the anime Frieren. And I love
The fish.
fish, so I
Yeah.
just combine them. Yeah, I just draw whatever I like on
I
my
like that.
sketchbook.
It's such a reflection of like who you are, what you're thinking about.
Yeah, chaotic.
Chaotic. I didn't say that.
More people, characters. This is like sort of how I imagine me and my girlfriend. More characters. Oh, I just really like this sparkly ink. I think it's a Robert Oster, but I don't remember which one.
Okay.
More characters. Snake. The snake is sort of inspired by my cousin. He just got a really sick snake tattoo on his like arm.
Oh.
Yeah, so I kind of like that motif. And this is the back of Yoseka. If
Yeah.
you guys haven't seen it before, I think this is Daisy sitting.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I was drawing there that day,
Wow.
October.
I love that.
Yeah.
Is that just like a ballpoint pen? Looks
Yeah,
like
it's a ballpoint pen, yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. More fish, more spaceships, and this is. I went to a pen show, and Blue Paper Studio was there, and I love their stamps, so I
yeah.
got one on my
I
sketchbook.
met her too. She's really sweet.
Yeah, they're really sweet.
Yeah.
Yoseka.
Yoseka.
Oh, this is junk journaling. Pretty
Okay.
Much. Yeah.
Awesome
I think
stamp.
that's it. And then
Very
these
cool.
are just
And then is that next refill going to be like the next sketchbook refill, basically?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
the sketchbook refill from
Yeah.
Travelers.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
gonna be my 2026.
Okay.
Both on paper stickers,
Aw.
stamps.
So cute.
Yeah, and then I just started it, but I didn't get that far.
Wow, I love
Yeah,
how bright the
characters.
colors are
Yeah.
contrasting.
The white empty paper actually quite nice.
What is
I
this
kinda
ink?
like it. This is
Like a gel pen or something?
yeah, it's the Ceresar R.
Oh, okay.
It's super vibrant.
Yeah, it really is
And-
very vibrant. I love it.
Yeah,
That's really cool, Dennis.
one of my favorite pens.
It's so
Ceresar
also
R.
like very fine.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Nice.
Oh, airplanes. Some of them are real airplanes. Like this one.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny looking. It's the Guppy.
I don't know what that is, but it does look really funny. Is that a real airplane?
Yeah. I think NASA uses it to transport stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is so cute.
Yeah.
That's a cute one.
It's
I like that
inspired
one.
by
Somebody in there.
Miyazaki.
Oh.
Yeah. He draws a lot of planes in his anime and manga. Yeah.
Wow.
And then this is
Okay.
inspired by like a manta ray.
Wow. You know, these pages are perforated. I don't know if you've
Yeah,
ever used
yeah.
that, but
I
do you ever
I-
tear things out? And
I don't,
You
but I've heard they're pretty strong, so I hope they don't fall off.
I don't think so. Yeah, it's a really thick paper.
Yeah, it's quite thick. That's why I like it. Yeah, this is
Remy.
when I was working with Remy and Gabby on the event space.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the event space.
Oh, this is like a real memory of your life.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
sort of like a journal.
Yeah, it is like it's like a visual journal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
Okay.
it. I don't have
Awesome.
any more.
No,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Oh. Wow. What ink is that? Yamabudo?
Yamabudo.
Ah,
This is my favorite ink.
It's a good ink. It's
Yeah.
a really good ink.
Yeah.
You love the Iroshizuku.
Yeah, I love the Iroshizuku.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a lot of ink.
I do.
You have a lot of ink. Let's hope
It's gonna grow.
hope Murphy stays away from those inks.
True.
Murphy is Dennis's cat, for those of you who don't know, and Murphy's on the postcard that Dennis designed because Murphy likes to
Yeah.
linger around your inks and
Yeah.
threaten
Try to
to
knock over.
knock them over.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much,
Yeah, thank
Dennis,
you.
for showing us your 2025 and your 2026. I guess you are less of a planner and more of a sketcher, but it's like interesting to see that you're using the planner as a backbone almost for your sketchbook next year. And we do a mid-year update video, so I hope that you can participate in it and show everybody like how your journey is going.
Yeah, I hope I stay disciplined enough to
It
do
seems
it every
like
day.
you are. It seems like you really do draw a lot. So
Yeah.
it'll be cool to see. But yeah, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming
Thank
on,
you for having me.
Dennis. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Emma.
Hi.
I'm so excited you're here for our
excited.
Techo Kaigi video. It's your first one ever, your second YouTube video ever
Yeah,
with us.
I know.
Yeah, you came on
It's
like
crazy.
a couple of weeks ago, or a few weeks ago now, with Evelyn and me for a catching up episode.
Yeah.
And you, just to give everyone another little intro, you started here when?
It was like right before Halloween.
Halloween.
So like, yeah.
Yeah, so it's been
almost
like
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's almost the new year.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And you recently graduated college.
I did. I went to FIT for illustration.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Wow.
I graduated in the spring, so
Yeah.
trying to make that happen too. But
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
You
It's
have
nice
a
having-
cat?
I do. I have a cat named Franklin. I have a cat named Franklin. He's the sweetest, fluffiest cat ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, life is good.
Life is good.
Life is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's it going here?
Really good.
Yeah.
I feel like also it's nice to be surrounded by, I don't know, so many beautiful gifts for the holidays and the music and everything. Everybody's in a good mood.
It's good.
It's nice.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Techo Kaigi is a really special tradition here at Yoseka, and I think it's a really fun way of everybody to get to know our team members. So I was excited that you wanted to be a part of today's video so that everybody could get to know you a little bit better, since you are here at the store a lot. And yeah, you've been working very closely with Evelyn too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
You must see
I'm
Evelyn
a
in
mini
her-
Evelyn, basically.
You
yeah.
are a mini Evelyn.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah. You introduced yourself as Evelyn today because Evelyn's not in
Yeah.
today.
I said, hi guys, my name's
Yeah.
Evelyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, at our daily meeting in the morning. Yeah.
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 My question was, you must see Evelyn like writing in her planner all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah. So.
It helps me, I feel like. So for context, everybody watching here, I'm not going to have a lot to show to you because I'm not someone who has used a planner in the past. But starting working here, I'm entrenched with the culture of planners and pens and all that beautiful stuff. And Evelyn is like, I see her every day
With her
scribbling
planner,
away in them.
yeah.
And she has like, how many did she show you? She's like at least
She
two,
showed me so
maybe
many.
3.
Well, yeah, it's hard because she was showing me her 2025 and her 2026, so it might have been like
Yes.
6 or 7
Yes.
all in.
Yeah,
but
something like that.
yeah, she definitely has like a couple. She's a big like notebook person.
Yeah.
So I
She's a
mean,
writer,
she's
so-
a writer. Yeah. But what about you? So you haven't used a planner before. Have you like ever used a planner or just like yeah?
But it's never in a serious sense.
Yeah.
I feel like I always am the person that I buy one at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And then I'll use it for a couple of weeks and then there will be a period of time where I don't use it at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I sort of, as I get older, I've turned to just using notebooks because they're blank on the inside and I'm like a list person. And at the
Okay.
end of the day, I'm a list person. So
Okay.
I have my list, my life is together, but it's nice to have like a schedule written down too. So that's
Well,
kind of why I
that's
chose the one
thing,
that I have
though,
for the year.
Is
but-
that like I feel like you can still use a planner for your list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I didn't know. Here we are.
Yeah.
We're trying things out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do like a daily to-do list? Is that your
I usually feel like the way that I can breathe and organize my brain is sitting down and with a memo pad. Like I have the Midori memo pad.
Oh,
and I write
okay.
down, like I brain dump everything that I need to do that day. And then I like
I've seen you
organize
with that
it.
thing, A5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm able to just, once I transfer all the things that are important that I need to do, cross off whatever, I can transfer into this if I need to. Because I feel like there's things that don't make it in here.
Okay.
It's like, you know.
I would argue
clean
that
the
that
bathroom.
is almost your planner.
Maybe.
I would argue that is your planner,
maybe I
actually.
do
Just so
have
you
a
know, you
planner.
do use a
Maybe I
planner. It's not like a planner, and that's totally okay.
Yeah, it's not a traditional one.
It's your brain dump memo pad.
Yeah.
But it's just a planner, like, is little more like it has dated pages, but it also doesn't have to. Like, that's the thing. So anyway, okay.
Yeah. You'll see
do.
also I have another, like, if I don't have the memo pad with me, I have a system in here, just in case I need to do some serious, like, messy lists.
But I totally get that the memo pad is what works for you because it's like a blank slate.
Yeah.
It's very blank, and you have all the space.
You know, I'm gonna throw it away. Piece of paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that was a little background on Emma.
Yeah.
Don't use the planner per se, but I would argue you can do.
Yeah, maybe I do. I think I maybe do. So we're learning new things here together.
What about for 2026? You know, basically, you have picked out something. Maybe were you like influenced by Evelyn or something?
I'm influenced by everybody in the store.
Okay.
Like everybody. I was asking everybody what they were getting.
Okay.
What should I get?
Yeah.
What are the suggestions?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's what kind of determined the decision here.
Okay. Oh, you were thinking about a Hobonichi Cousin A5 at one point.
I'm never gonna be the type of person that needs a whole
page.
Like, I just don't. I mean, maybe
Except
it sounds
you do
like
in
I
the
do.
memo pad.
Yeah, it sounds like I do. But I think with the memo pad, like, I like not seeing my list after I'm done. Does that
Yes,
make sense? Like,
I get it.
organizing, compartmentalizing, like, what is on the list into what needs to be done in what way, whatever, and then moving it to here if it's something that needs to be continued through the week.
Right,
But
I see.
most of the list is like, I don't know, like, wipe the counters, like stuff I don't want in here.
Yeah.
But then I can throw it away.
Repeating.
Yeah.
Like, it's like small tasks that you have to do every day. So sometimes you feel kind of silly writing those down every single day.
Yeah.
Right? And then keeping it and looking at it every single day.
Yeah, also I don't have to carry that around. It's just like at the desk and I can just
Okay.
dump everything out.
Okay. So all of the influencing, all of the conversations with the different Yoseka team members have converged
into this setup I have. This is the setup I carry around in my purse.
Okay.
So that's what kind of determined also me carrying this around at all.
Okay.
Is choosing something not too big because I will not carry it around.
Okay.
So that was another thing, size-wise. I have learned that the Weeks is a little bit of a controversial choice.
Why?
As far as
I
our
don't
team.
think, I disagree.
No, there's people on our team, and I was talking to Evelyn. She was like, "Yeah, I don't know, like."
Wait,
People
what?
like-
What is the opinion? You're not saying
No,
it.
okay, the opinion is that I think a lot of people like to see their weeks like either in the columns or see like more. Like the Weeks is a pretty
it's
stripped
so
back
compact,
version
yeah.
of a planner. Like
Yeah.
it's not quite as intense as it could be.
Yeah,
So
but that's why
it's
I
a
think
unique
it's a good
choice.
choice for you.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah.
I think I'm happy. I'm happy with the choice.
I love the Weeks
Yeah.
as a beginner planner.
Yeah.
As an introduction to the world of Hobonichi for sure, because it can be a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so you chose the Weeks.
Yep, I chose the Weeks.
You have your fountain pens.
I have my fountain pens in here. I brought them last time in the videos because, you know, you gotta have them. But anyway, these are the three that I use all the time. These are the Twisby Ecos in glow green.
So you have the Twisby Eco Glow Green and then the other Twisby, which we still haven't confirmed which it glows in.
Yes, it might be. You know what? I'll have to do that before
we'll
the
have
next
to do it,
video
right?
because the people need to know.
Yeah, everybody needs to know.
Yeah.
You need to know. You
I need to know
what it glows it
Well, I
in,
keep
right?
forgetting to charge it outside. Like I hear that charging it out in natural light is the best.
I think
and
so.
I just don't.
I don't know
I
anything
haven't done
about light.
that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so those are the pens. Are you using those in your Hobonichi? Or?
I actually do and don't. I'll use these more as like my color markers to add like a little bit of color.
Oh, okay, like
I'll
highlighting.
use this one just like as a fine tip black pen, which is the Metropolitan.
Oh, okay. You use black ink in that.
Yeah, black
Got it.
ink. This is the first one I bought here when I started. But yeah, this is what I carry around.
Okay.
And then there's another pen in here. I'll open it.
Okay. Time for the reveal.
The reveal.
That's the
Here
Weeks.
we have it.
Which cover did you choose?
This-
Like a pretty sky blue
Yes,
one.
this is the sky blue leather one, I think.
Yeah. Ooh, it's a leather. Nice.
Yeah, so it's like flexible, but it's also pretty solid. So I have some stickers
And
on
you're
the
using it
front.
in this the
back.
Weeks wallet case.
Yeah. It's kind of nice to have pockets for everything. I have not filled it up or anything.
That's
It's been
okay.
a couple weeks since this
you're
started.
still moving
so
in.
I'm getting into it. Yeah. But yeah,
So
and I
that's the
also
other
keep
pen.
a friction pen that it's like the wine red to gray.
Yeah.
And this is
the
really awesome for lists because
Oh, you
instead of
actually-
erasing it
Yeah.
or checking it or whatever, changing the format, you can just.
So do you want to show
Made
it?
it
I don't know if
fa- yeah,
everybody
make it
knows.
fade. Okay,
I don't know
great.
if so
I'll put it in the back.
'cause you and your
Nobody cares.
lists.
Me and my lists.
so this pen.
Also, don't mind the one nail missing.
Oh, I didn't even notice
it
that.
popped right off.
This pen basically has like color changing ink, and you write on it, and then
This is
you
a little
rub.
sheep I do.
That's a sheep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming out.
This is how I test all the inks. I do a little sheet. Okay.
That's how you test the inks. That's so cute.
Well, yeah. With the when a customer is looking, I'll do that
That's
instead
really
of being like,
Yeah.
But yeah, and then once it dries, you can erase at it
Yeah.
with the end of the pen, and it goes into gray. So it's kind of nice. So like if you have like a couple things on a list, you can just like erase away at the ones that are already done.
So you actually use that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I have to be honest. The first time I saw this pen, I was like, "Who's gonna use it in that way?" You're using it. No, I'm glad that people actually like that works, right?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know. And I have the other one that's like blue, so it goes turquoise to light blue.
Yeah.
So there's some that
Big
go
fan.
color to gray.
Big fan.
Yeah. This is new for me. This is like the past week. You know, you get a little bored going through the
Yeah.
testers and going, oh, this is actually
Right.
kind of interesting.
cool, yeah.
This might work for
Yeah,
me.
absolutely.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's that. But
Okay.
yeah, I'll
so,
show you like a few things. Oh, this is the other thing I was gonna say. Because
Yeah.
I'm a list person,
Yeah.
I was nervous that every week I wouldn't have enough room to put in like all of my messy
lists.
lists.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
I feel like I have things during the week that need to get done. But again, they repeat a lot, and day to day I like a messy list. So I added another insert in here just so that I can have a space to put all of my lists.
Okay.
Just
okay.
something small and petite, and then if it's really like a small purse that day, I'll bring this. And then I have at all times paper and a pen. I cannot live without a paper and pen.
Okay. So you are like a notebook person.
I guess
Big
so.
notebook person.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not picky, I guess, in
Yeah.
some ways. Maybe picky about paper now because of
Yeah.
the fountain pens. I never
Right.
was, but now I am.
Right.
You know, you can tell when it's not so good
Yeah.
for the ink. But
So have you started using your weeks?
yeah, a little bit. It just started, so I have. This is
Okay.
kind of what I mean, I guess, when I say that I use the pens for the color. Like I had a pink in my stub nib pen, so I was using that to like make the fat lines, and then
Oh, that's so cute. I
yeah.
love that.
Yeah, so I don't really carry around a highlighter or anything. Like
Okay.
This is kind
Oh,
of
you're
the
using
system.
that almost like a highlighter.
Yeah,
I
and I'll
see.
write first with that, and then once it dries, I'll put ink on top.
What's
But
this pen?
this is the Juice Up.
Juice
highlight.
Up, okay,
That's
gotcha.
also a reliable pen
Okay.
I keep in my pocket. Or I
Nice.
keep it in my apron during the day because it's just always good. And it doesn't have a cap either, so I can carry it around.
Mm-hmm.
I always lose the caps on my pens. This is this week.
Okay.
I don't know. There's not much going on here, guys. I will say.
Wait, what's that? Is that
This
ink?
is, yeah, this is the Monyo ink.
Yeah, but what? How did you? Oh, did you do the swab or something?
Yeah, I just colored in a line.
Oh,
and
you
then
colored it,
like,
in. Oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah, it's fun,
Wait,
right?
so what is that supposed to indicate?
That's
something?
work.
Oh, so those
Yeah.
are. Oh, so it's you did the same thing on the month.
Yeah, I did the same thing
like
on the
a
month.
color
This was the
coding.
week before.
This is so pretty too. Just like how you did
Yeah.
lines on with the pretty
Yeah,
ink.
this is the. I think this was the other pen. Now it's a broad nib, but yeah, it's fun. This was the week before. I'm covering up sort of my lists, I guess, but we have just some decorations. This is the first week, so I got really excited about.
Oh, this is so cute with
all
the
of
washi
the-
tape.
Yeah,
so let's
yeah.
talk about like how
I had a
you're.
Chromeo concert last
What do
week.
you?
That was
I don't
awesome.
even know what that is.
It's
Is that a
it's
band?
yeah.
Okay,
it's
you young
music.
people.
They've been around for a while. You should listen to them. They're great.
Oh, yeah?
They're cool. Yeah,
Okay,
they're awesome.
you can play it.
I'll show you.
Yeah. So, are you planning on using this side for your big to-do list
Yeah.
and then moving things over to daily, or you don't know yet?
I
because
think
it kind of
that
sounded
I've
like
been hesitant
Okay.
to use this because I'm kind of not used to using a planner.
Right.
I think I need to just get more comfortable with.
Okay.
Like I love the memo pad and everything too, but this can also be my lists, you know.
it could, yeah.
So anyway.
But I guess I understand, like, what I'm, like, sensing is that you're having, like, commitment issues.
Yeah, you're. This is a way longer conversation than.
You're, like, having a hard
Tip of the
time
iceberg,
committing. Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, basically, you're right. I think I just need to get comfortable with the fact that that is the system I'm using now.
And
so
and you can change it.
I can
you don't
change
have to,
it.
like,
I
be
don't
married.
have to.
You don't have to get married to
And
one.
exactly. Right. Right. And then also, if I run out of room, I've given myself more space. So you're absolutely right.
You have
like,
options.
Commit.
Yeah.
Commit and use it, and then I got everything. I don't need any other supplies.
Yeah.
You know. One does not want in this store. It's not for wanting, but. Yeah, I'm pretty much set up for the year. I'm excited to actually use it. So
I'm excited for
this
you.
time next year, it'll be a little bit different, hopefully.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm really excited, and I can't wait to see, like, what system you figure out is best for yourself. And I have to say, like, it's okay to change things around and, like, just experiment as you go.
True.
Because it doesn't have to be, like,
Yeah.
perfect. You know?
I think we're in a unique, lucky position too, because if we decide we don't like something, like, we're always back here looking at the stuff that we can
right. We have
choose
so much
again.
stuff back there.
We're like, I'll just choose something tomorrow.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
No biggie. It's fine.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty much it.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Emma.
you're so welcome.
Yeah, I'm so excited for your planner journey, but also, like, you don't have to, if this is the planner you try, and maybe you'll be like, I'm actually just a notepad person. Like,
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not a planner person, but maybe you just want to keep writing your to-do lists on a
Mariana was like
notepad
that
or a
this
notebook.
past year.
Yeah.
Did you see what she was using
She
last
did
year?
show me. She did show me.
The thing that you rip out?
Yes. Yeah. And I think some people really
Yes.
do like ripping off and just not having to think about it
It's
anymore.
like a mental thing.
Yeah.
Like you're just dumping it all out into the page, and then just I don't have to worry about it
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah,
Like, physically,
exactly.
mentally, it's gone.
You do you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank
Okay,
you.
so try it out. We'll
Yep.
hear from you in the
I'll
mid-year,
report
and
back.
maybe your mid-year will be like, I hated it. I'm never
Yeah.
going back to
yeah,
a
guys,
planner.
this is not.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Maybe
I will see.
Maybe.
I will see.
I was
Okay.
also. This is total sidebar, but I
Yeah.
was thinking of doing the traveler setup too. So like
Okay.
on the side for my lists plus sketchbook plus whatever.
Right.
And then this included in the stack.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Emma.
You're so welcome.
Okay, next up,
Bye, guys.
we are going to have Cammi. So we will see you in the next video.
Okay, all right.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Emma.
of course.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Cammi.
Hi,
Welcome
Daisy.
to the video.
Thank you.
Excited for you to be here. So for everybody who doesn't know, Cammi, you are a pretty new member to the team, probably the
new.
newest member to the team. And you started, basically, it's a position that's never really existed before, but you've been helping me out making some videos recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
It's been fun? Okay, good. So yeah, you might see Cammi around, but she's also like not in the storefront, so you might not see Cammi. So I did think this was a really good opportunity for you to say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
And I spoke to you like a month or so ago, and I was really excited about like your use of stationery, your excitement for stationery. Do you want to tell everybody a little bit about like what your connection is to
Yeah.
stationery with an E?
Definitely. Definitely. So basically, I've used a planner since I was like in high school. I've always been a planner, and I've always kept a journal. Always, always, always. Since I was like maybe in third grade.
wow.
Yeah, so it's so funny because I moved out of my childhood home, like my dad moved out recently, and so I had to clean out my childhood room. Boxes of journals. It's like every single thought I've had since I was 8 has been documented.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I literally used to just use like whatever I had. Like sometimes it was legal pads, like sometimes it was, moleskins, just like random stuff.
Yeah.
I would say that I got a little pickier with what I was using in the last few years.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of it, my journey. Yeah.
Okay, so big like notebook like writing person.
Totally.
Sounds like,
Always.
right? Yeah,
Always,
big
always.
writing person. Yeah, I do remember just like talking to you and feeling like, oh, I really like her. You know, like I love your connection to stage, just like how positive you are about it, and how it's really seemed to be something that like is just ingrained into what you do and who you are as a person.
Definitely.
So I loved that. So yeah, that's Cammi. Everybody excited for you to be part of Techo Kaigi. Have you watched our other Techo Kaigi
Definitely.
videos? You have.
They're my
Okay.
favorite videos. I love them. I feel so
okay.
inspired when I watch them.
Yay. Okay, now you're going to be in one of them.
know,
How
I'm
exciting.
so excited.
Yay. Okay, so we obviously have, you weren't lying when you said you are a big notebook person. We have a big stack. We have a big stack here. So do you want to tell everybody a little bit about like what planners you used in 2025 and what you will be taking with you or changing into 2026?
Yes, definitely. So this was my first year using a traveler's notebook, which was very exciting for me. So this is my 2025 kind of catch-all journal. This is like what I've been using, the only thing I've been using this whole year. And so when you open it, I have my
So cute.
little Yoshitomo Nara postcard, and then I have the craft folder. And I have like a bookmark in here. I keep like a couple Sudoku pages, like just in case.
Oh my god, just in case.
Just in case.
You're a big Sudoku person?
Oh, I love.
Like
I love.
you're on the train, you're doing it?
Yeah, I actually really don't like doing it on my phone, so I have to have pages.
Wow. Wait, did you print that?
No, I tore it out of my book, my Sudoku
okay.
book.
Oh
yeah.
my god, you're so funny. I don't know anyone who does that.
Yeah, highly recommend.
Okay,
It's nice.
okay.
Yeah.
I love that about you. Okay.
Yeah. And so yeah, I have 3 inserts in here. I have like the weekly memo insert. I have this grid insert, which is basically my journal, like thoughts and feelings, but also a little bit of a junk journal and a little bit of like memory keeping. And then this one is like my book journal. So anytime I read a book, any notes that I have or any reflections I have go in here. I have a TikTok and a Substack, and I do like monthly roundups. And so sometimes I read a book in the beginning of the month and I'm like, I can't even remember how I felt about that book or what it was about. And so I reference this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, right. That's another thing about you is that you read a lot.
I read a lot, yes.
You read a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
Less this year because I started school,
Okay.
but yeah, I usually try to average like 45 books a year.
So many books.
Which is a lot for some people and is not that much for other people. Like it's
a lot
crazy.
for me compared to my 0. Okay, so you have
Yes.
you have a planner refill, you have a junk journal / memory keeping, and then one to just kind of like track your book reading.
Yeah. And so I can show you a little bit of the inserts.
Yeah.
So this is what my weekly memo looks like. And
That's
so
so cute.
yeah, this left side is planning. So like future stuff goes here, and then this side I've kind of divided each rectangle, and basically every square I write a really brief summary of what I did that day. I have like notoriously bad memory. Like people will be like, "What did you do this weekend?" No, I don't remember. I really don't
funny.
remember.
That's
And so
so
I have to
funny.
write it down.
Yeah.
So this is when I got my cat Ringo.
Oh wait.
Yeah, so
Oh, Ringo is very new, huh?
very new. Yeah, this was in July.
He was trying to join our interview.
I can't go too long without mentioning my cat. I love him so much.
Okay,
But
okay.
yeah, so this is what this
Cute.
planner is.
So you draw these lines in, huh? And
Yeah.
this has been kind of working for you, where you have
Yeah.
what are these like appointments?
Yeah, so
To-dos.
so basically green is like stuff I have to do usually for work, or like this was my yoga, and then pink is like fun stuff. So I went to a house cooling party, I went to a craft night, stuff like that. I went on a little date.
I see.
And yeah, that's in pink.
And you always do kind of like top bottom.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Like the
yes.
top is like your work stuff. The bottom
Yeah.
stuff is your personal, social stuff.
Well, I think it just works out that way because my personal social stuff usually happens at night.
Right,
And so I kind
right,
of just want
right.
to do it chronologically.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then I can show you into my little junk journal, more personal journal.
Okay.
So this is an example of a monthly page that I do. So I have like a tear-off calendar, and I'll put the month there.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is just like, do you know the place Metrograph? Do you know that?
It's so scary.
I know it's well, it's October. I had to get spooky.
It is very fitting.
Yeah, but so there's this movie theater called Metrograph,
Okay.
and I think it's every month or every 2 months they release this like pamphlet that
Yeah.
has all their movies, and they have really nice pictures. So this is just a cutout from there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a still from a movie. I'm not sure which one.
Okay.
but-
You're just like fitting the vibe of October. You're like,
Yeah,
I love it. I want
yeah.
it. I want to be looking at that all month.
Yeah, and these are my Kusama pumpkin stickers.
So cute.
Yeah, this is from like Casey Rubber Stamps.
Yeah, love them. Yeah. What a character.
Yeah, a Dodo Lulu sticker. Yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah. So I love to
Cute.
put some cutesy stuff in here.
Cute. Okay. How often do you get to do like a junk journal spread or like one of these spreads?
It kind of just well, so I do one monthly, like pretty religiously.
Oh, you do one monthly. Okay.
Yeah. And then, but sometimes if I have like extra ephemera, I'll just put it like throughout.
Yeah. I like
'cause-
the idea of having like doing it monthly.
Yeah,
Because it is kind of hard to like strive to do it daily, and some people do use like, for instance, like a daily planner as a junk journal, but you don't always have that much stuff, but you definitely do
Yeah.
have stuff that you've held on to the month, and it just gives you a place to like put it down.
Totally, yeah. And I feel like I otherwise just don't do anything with it.
Right,
Like I like to put
exactly.
it in my books.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so I'll show you another example. This is December. Yeah, December. Yeah, so these are my Post-it notes where I covered, because I wrote a little
You
reflection.
did some journaling, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but those are the really cute Post-it
Are they
notes.
so
Yeah,
cute?
yeah.
Yeah, but this was like one of those free photo booth things. It's called Checkpoint. Yeah, just some stickers, my calendar. But
love that.
yeah, like most of this is just it's writing. Like most of it's writing.
Most of it is
Yeah.
writing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can't show that because my secret.
Yeah, that's like Evelyn was saying in her part of the Techo Kaigi, she has a designated journal that's like for all her really intense emotion stuff.
Yeah.
But she didn't say, it's not because of like that's the private one, it's just
Yeah.
like that's where she wants to put all of it.
That's so fair.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's funny.
No, I like that.
Yeah. So, okay, this is so cute. And I might steal the idea of doing like a junk journal monthly
You
spread.
should.
I like it.
Yeah. And the Traveler's Notebook is nice because it's so like petite. It's not. I feel like an A5 is kind of a lot. It's like a lot of junk. But this, you can fill it up with like a couple cards and some stickers.
I think I can do an A5 too,
Yeah.
because I'm a hoarder when it
Yeah.
comes to like pieces of paper.
Well, so that's what we'll talk about.
Okay.
Like next year.
Next year. Okay, you're like, I need more space.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Then your books.
Yeah, my book journal. So
Yeah.
this is kind of like all of the books I've read this year.
That's such a cute stamp. Is that your personalized
yeah,
stamp?
my friend
Love
gave
it.
it to me, so I put it in all of my journals.
From the library of Cammi Connect, because you read
Yeah,
so much.
'cause I
It's
read
like a book plate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah.
Love that.
But yeah, so this is a list of all the books I've
Oh
read
my.
this year.
Wow.
No.
That's impressive.
Thanks, yeah. Some really good ones this year.
These are the ratings, huh?
Yeah, the ratings, and this is the month that I read them.
Love
I was
it.
gonna, I think next year, because maybe I'll have more space, I want to put the country, because I do read a lot of translated stuff, so that would be nice to put. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see
Very
if I have
cool.
space. Yeah. And then-
Yeah. Oh, there's more. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, this is just an example of like
Oh, right. Your notes
what I
on
write.
each one.
Yeah, so I read Solenoid this year, which was a book that I connected with really heavily. And I just wrote like some quotes, and I wrote little like notes and stuff. Yeah, just for me to remember. It's a giant book, and so I was like, if I don't take notes, I'm gonna forget like the first half of it, basically. But yeah, this is just an example of my note page.
Do you ever look back on these?
Yeah, definitely.
You
Yeah,
do.
especially when I'm making my like TikToks.
Right.
Or writing like a Substack about it.
Right. Cool. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So this is 2025.
Yes.
What about looking ahead to 2026? Like, did
Yeah.
this work for you? What are you changing?
This was super fun. I would say parts of it worked and parts of it didn't. So when I carry this around, I just really carry this planner insert.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it gets so heavy.
Heavy,
It's
yeah.
really heavy. And I was missing the wideness of just like an A5 notebook when I'm writing or when I'm junk journaling and stuff. But I do like how this is portable, and I just love traveler's notebooks. So I still wanted to have one in 2026.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at this stack. Tell us about what you have planned here.
Yeah. Okay. So this is going to be like my everyday carry, and this is the traveler's passport size.
Passport size.
And if we go in here, I already have it set up for next year, and so this is the weekly planner, like 6 months. Yeah. And so this is just gonna be for planning. So the like daily reflection is not going to be in here.
Okay.
It's just going to be plans.
Yeah.
And then every day I write myself a to-do list, which actually just lives on my desk. But I was thinking it would be so nice to have it with me at all times, actually. And so this is going to be my to-do little notebook.
Okay.
And then this one is just going to be like whatever I want. So, you know, sometimes you have like random thoughts or random things that you want to have with you. So I call it a brain dump.
Brain dump.
My funny sticker. Yeah, and I already have like a book wish list. For like when I go into a bookstore, I can have this with me.
Cute.
So I'm not allowed to buy any books this year for the rest of the year.
Oh, for 2025. I was like, wait. That's
which
hard
is
for you.
literally
Okay.
2 weeks.
Okay.
For 2 weeks, I'm not allowed to buy books.
Do you ever, you work at the library as well? You're going into library science, that's what's called, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever just borrow books from the library, or do you prefer to own them?
I prefer to own them. Also, like usually library books are hardcovers and they're so heavy. And so I like to have a paperback.
I see.
And I do like to own my books.
You like to own your books,
I wish I
right?
didn't. I didn't.
I think that makes sense. I kind of do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting to the point where like my library is so full though that if I buy a book, I have to get rid of another book. Like I simply do not have any other space.
Really?
But it's been a good practice though.
Okay.
Like, you know, one in, one out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so what about these other notebooks? These are MD notebooks you've got here.
Yeah. So I'll go over this one first. So this is I call it a commonplace journal, and it's going to be my book journal and my movie journal, my article journal. Yeah, so basically anything I want to keep notes on, I will use this for. And I actually used this a couple years ago and stopped, but like I have an index here with all of the things that I want to write about. And so for example, this is like, I went to see this movie at Anthology Film Archive, and I made a little spread about it.
So cute.
Yeah, and so it's just gonna be like I'm already starting to write in this because I'm rereading a giant book, my favorite book of all time, that you should all read. Duck's Newberry Report.
That's the book?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 1,000 pages, but it's really good.
That's your favorite book of all time?
Of all time.
I feel bad I've never heard of this book.
That's okay. Most people haven't.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a pretty underrated book. I think
Okay.
it's intimidating, but it's like once you get in the hang of reading it.
Fiction.
It's fiction. It's one long sentence.
That's so
1,000.
stressful.
No, you really reach a flow state when you start reading it. You're like, I don't know.
Okay, I'm interested. You've piqued my interest.
Actually, I have it in the back. You can take a look at it.
Okay.
But yeah, I wrote like my top books of the year with the little Miffy.
Cute.
And yeah, I'm gonna track like all of the movies that I watch and the books that I read.
I love this really fine pen that you use throughout all of your notebooks.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's I think it's a Muji .38.
Yeah.
I'm a Muji girl.
I spotted
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I got my first fountain pen, which is very exciting.
Yay!
And so I'm going to be using that, which will be fun.
Did you get like extra fine?
I don't know. I think I just I blacked out and I grabbed one.
Okay. Okay. So that's your commonplace book.
Yes.
And then, so do you have sections marked out, I guess?
No, I'm just gonna use the stickers.
Okay.
So like, so
okay.
this one is a movie. So there's like a little movie sticker right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. But it's going to be like page after page.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were like, so it's very filled in already.
I mean, the first few pages and then it stops.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so cute. I also really just love your handwriting. I've told you this before.
Thanks.
Yeah, it just suits you.
Yeah.
you
It's
make
very, it's very like girly but kind of messy too. I feel like.
I know what you mean, but like in the best possible way.
Yeah.
Mhm, yeah.
I think so too. Okay, so this is my like junk journal, personal journal. It's going to replace that
Did you do
insert.
that?
I cross-stitched the front.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
look at this.
obsessed with that.
It's like crazy in the
I'm
back.
absolutely obsessed with that.
Yeah.
That looks so much better than I would have ever imagined.
Okay, it's actually so easy to
Oh,
do. Like
really?
you just print out a pattern
Yeah.
and punch where you have to sew the stitches.
Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah, thanks. I saw a tutorial on YouTube or on TikTok, and I was like, I
Wow.
could totally do
Okay,
that.
I didn't even hear you because I blacked out when I saw it. What is this for again?
Oh, this is like my personal journal, junk journal, thoughts, feelings, memory keeping. It's gonna be like kind of a catch-all.
Okay.
I think I'm probably gonna go through like a couple of these
Yeah.
in the year, just
Yeah.
because I write so much and I
Yeah.
like to paste stuff in.
Yeah.
It's going to replace like my second
Okay.
insert in the
In
traveler's
the current
book.
traveler's notebook. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have like, I've already started to decorate it because I'm so excited.
That's so cute. That's such a cool stamp.
Thanks. I thrifted it. Yeah. at
Is
a
it
thrift
like one of the
store.
metal ones, or is it a rubber stamp?
No, it's a rubber
Oh,
stamp.
it's a rubber stamp.
Yeah,
Okay,
it came in
cool.
a set. Which is
Wow,
really
it's
nice.
really.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, and this is actually like a sticker from this perfume brand called To Summer, and so it smells. It smells really good. You should smell it.
Okay. Yeah. It does smell. Oh, it smells really good.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's like soft,
Yeah, it's
like a cotton sticker or something.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
And then the back looks like this.
And you did that yourself too.
I did. Yes.
It looks so good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what this is going to be for.
Wow. Okay. So you are for 2025 to 2026. You'll be moving from the regular size traveler's notebook into a passport size traveler's notebook, but then adding in a commonplace notebook.
Yes.
And adding in a personal thoughts journal kind of
Yeah.
a notebook for your journaling.
Yeah, so I feel like my thought was that these kind of won't leave my desk.
Yeah.
Like they're going to be home notebooks.
That makes sense.
And this is going to be like with me all the time because my 2026 is going to be extremely busy. So I need to have something that I don't kind of dread carrying. I kind of dread carrying this because it's so heavy, even though I love it.
Yeah. So
And
you're just going to be carrying this.
Yeah.
That should do it.
Yeah, I think so
Should
too.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. I hope the system works, but I'm also like, I try not to be tied to the system, you know?
Right,
Like I want
right.
it to work for me.
Right,
I don't want
right.
to have to work for it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's something I spoke to Tiki. She's like the creator of Aura Estelle, which is one of our planner companies. She's like, your planner has got to work for you.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't become like, enslaved to your planner.
Yeah.
So don't let it stress you out. you
Yeah,
know?
I'm trying not to.
Yeah, but I think I love it. I love the system.
Thanks.
And I love how you've kind of like thought about how you're going to make it work for you, and I feel like you really have like created the systems that will work for you just based off of how you use your traveler's notebook regular size.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like this was such a learning experience for what I like and don't like in notebooks. And yeah, I think that I was so tied to the traveler's notebook. Like I really wanted this to work for next year. I even bought the weekly memo for 2026.
Oh, you did? In
I
the regular
did,
size?
In the regular size. And then I was like, I don't want to use this. Like
Okay,
I don't.
yeah.
I want it to be small.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if anyone wants my inserts, you can have them.
Okay. So thank you so much, Cammi.
Yeah, thanks, Daisy.
Yes,
This
thank
was
you
so
so
fun.
much. I had so much fun chatting with you about planners. I love chatting about planners.
Me too.
And we do the mid-year update, so hopefully everybody can see your update then. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing from Dennis, from Emma, and from Cammi how they use their 2025/2026 notebooks and planner systems. I really loved getting to look through their notebooks and their planners with them. It's really just like such a treat being able to take that time with our team members, get to know them, and like kind of get to know more about their stationery usage. Obviously, we all love stationery here on Team Yoseka, and it's just a fun little thing for us to do, and I'm really happy to be able to do this and share it with you all too. I hope you all enjoyed the video, got some ideas for how you might use a notebook or a planner to help you in your life. And let us know in the comments if you have 2026 planners picked out, and let us know what they are. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel because we do post videos like this about stationery all the time. Thank you. Bye.